Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gaming on Board. Tonight we're going to take a break from board games, just one episode, I promise, to take a look at some comic books that were designed and written and published by some good friends of mine that also have a band named Edified. And they've done something really cool and unique that I've never seen before. It might exist, but I've never seen anything like it. So I've got the first 5 issues of Key and Switch right here. And you'll notice every single issue so far comes with a CD. And these CDs have songs on them that give you a little backstory on the characters. So that's the first thing that's unique and cool, is you get some really nice music to explain the story a little to you. And then when we go down to the table, I'm going to show you some of the artwork. And I'm going to try to be as non-biased as possible, since I do care for these people and they're good friends of mine. But I'm going to... Oh, and by the way, I have been collecting comic books since I was probably 6 or 7 years old. You might see Batman and Venom behind me here. And I've got tons of comic book artwork in my office here. But anyways, I'll give you my thoughts on it and try to keep it non-biased. So let's go down to the table and take a look at a few issues of Key and Switch by Edified Comics. Alright, so I got the first 5 issues here displayed on the table. I'll just start with the first issue. I'm not going to go through every single page or anything like that. But you'll notice the first issue CD actually has... There we go. Key and Switch on the CD with some panels from the comic book. I think this has 4 or 5 tracks on it. Now, it's not immediately noticeable from this picture, or maybe it is for you. These are action figures, and I believe these are custom-made action figures by another friend of ours named Ant. And you'll see some stuff in here, I think, promoting his services as well. So, and then here on the back, yeah, you can clearly see these are action figures here. So it shows you who Key is, who Switch is, and what their abilities are. So basically Switch can take whatever energy you're sending out, reverse it, and send it back to you. And then Key, has a mind that works too fast, so they developed this helmet and wrist cuffs that help his brain process, or his body process things as fast as his brain does. So here's Edify that I was telling you about. This is Insane and Malice. Here's a CD that came out back in 2015, and you can get some free stuff from Reverb Nation there. So definitely check out edified.com and facebook.com/edified.music. So the opening scene here, these are actually a bunch of models, because they have to set the action figures up and take pictures for each scene. So they'll take pictures of the models and the action figures and then load those pictures into, I'm guessing, like Illustrator or Photoshop, and alter them to look more comic book-esque and add some of these cool graphics here. So there's a few panels from the first. So they meet, if I remember correctly, I think Switch comes back in time, and or they both come back in time, something like that, and then they meet up and a bunch of funny stuff happens. There's a lot of cool jokes in here. So, vamos! Over the fence we go. You speak Spanish, Taco Bell? And, they fight at first because they don't know who each other are. They're having some memory issues. And then some more jokes ensue. There's a crystal and a woman that takes the crystal, and then they're fighting again. So one issue I had was how blurry things were, and I brought that up with Dale, some other creators. But it's not that big a deal. It just, I don't know, it kind of bothered me. There's Ant's Creations there, so check that out. Facebook.com/Ant's Creations. He'll make you any kind of figure you want. If it doesn't exist, he can fix that. Some more Edified. Here's some background on Edified. Music is amazing. They have a ton of CDs out. Definitely go check them out. And there you go. So that's how that ends. She grabs the crystal, or the gem, and to be continued. Here's the backstory on how this came to be, the comic book series. And then issue 2 introduces 2 new characters, Nickel and Nails. So here's some panels from there with some additional songs to go with this issue. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember that. Astronomicon advertisement. Definitely check that out. And Creations again. Edified music is awesome. I'm so lucky to have found such talented artists to listen to. www.edified.com. Order it. I will. Acting like Yoda. Mind if I switch things up, Yoda? So yeah. They're just chilling, listening to Edified. Things seem to be a little less blurred here. You can see the details there in his hair. I like the focus, how they focus here, focus there. A little less distortion than the first issue. And those new characters come in. There's jokes throughout. Some good stuff. Assault. What a joke. You just pop it off like a cork. Some really cool action figures. And the camera angles are pretty good too, in my opinion. But, this is, as far as I know, the first time these stills have been done like this. Of course, you've seen Robot Chicken where they animate the figures. But the stills like this, I'm not sure if it's ever been done. So then the third issue, you've got the Mummy showing up. Neon Pharaoh. Cool cover there. It's issue number 3. Key and Switch, Edify Comics. And then Salisbury Toy and Comic Show. It's over. Sorry you missed it. Too bad. All right, they're going to go get some noodles. Go get some of that Singapore Chow Mai Fun. Head up to Dim Sum. Get some of the... my mouth's watering. I got to stop talking about Dim Sum. Anyways, but I feel like I'm just back. Get it? Backsliding, because he's literally sliding on his back. Okay. Yeah. There's the Mummy. See how his words are like poop brown. Very cool. Curb Stomp. Oh, there's a bunch of references in here too to different movies and series and comic books, and there's some funny stuff in here. Get it? Don't talk over me. Anyway. I like how some of them have white backgrounds. And then there's one in the first issue. I wish I would have shown it. That's a really good one right there. I'd like to see more like dark highlighting, like black highlighting to bring out the details. I think that would really make this whole thing pop more if there was highlighting. In the darker scenes, you would have light highlighting to create contrast, and the lighter scenes, dark highlighting to create more contrast. But that's just me. There's the woman who got the gem. And at the end, you see a new character show up. All right, issue number 4. I don't want to make this video too long. Silver Society. I think this is my favorite cover so far. Very cool. And that's kind of the highlighting I was talking about. All these different highlights that make it just look like super detailed. Free comic book day. You can pick these comics up at A. Pennyworth's in Matthews, North Carolina. And they are also available at Fanboy Comics in Wilmington, North Carolina, and Memory Lane Comics in downtown Wilmington, North Carolina. So then we've got some more good stuff. I think that's the kitchen in the background. I'm not sure. That looks like a kitchen. Let's see. This guy. He comes out acting all big and bad, and then see how he's dumping the lava on there? I don't know how they did that, but it looks pretty cool. The storyline is a bit choppy, like it's hard. I read all 5 of them, and I don't really understand where all these people are coming from or how they relate to this gem or what this gem is. I just know everybody's trying to get it. But what I did like, I guess it makes sense to have some mystery like that. But at the end of the 5th issue, that's so funny. I'll make sure he won't get it. Aha, I've got it. But at the end of the 5th issue, I'll show you everything comes together, and you're like, okay. Now I want to know what happens. Anyway, Cannon, and I thought this was going to be a bad guy. I was like, okay, so how many villains are there? And there's only these 2 good guys. So there's Cannon, another cool cover. And so basically this guy shows up, see, and they fight for a little bit. Again, some more blurry stuff here that I could do without personally. I don't know if the image originally was blurry or if there's so much texture on it it's become blurry. And his little ability. Oh no, that's Cannon's ability. His is blue. This is funny, dude, bro. This is the exact reason I'm single. So they're fighting at first, and then they find out they're actually not. So, life ain't easy. You don't have to believe me, but please see everything happened for a reason. Okay, that hurt. But that Edified track is so fresh. You like Edified? Yeah. You have an arm cannon? Yup. We're best friends. Now. Has nothing to do with Step Brothers, I'm sure. So they go chill. They talk for some hours, and it turns out they're actually on the same team. The bad guys show up. Oh, there's the mummy. He wants them to help. Oh, he's a good guy, too. So, boom. There's your team of heroes. And then your villains, boom, are all meeting there, too. So, they have this gem, and I'm assuming the gem gives them great power. And now the good guys need to go get the bad guys and bring them to justice. So, there you go. That's issues 1 through 5 of Key and Switch. I've told you some of the things I like about it, some of the things I think could be improved upon. But overall, very cool, unique idea, original story, original abilities. It has a Deadpool-esque feeling to it with the comedy. It's not too serious, and it knows that it's not serious. It calls certain things out. I wish I could find that page quickly in here, but there's one where they're like, dude, this is all happening on a dining room table. There it is. I walked outside and looked up. It's a small town, maybe even small enough to fit on someone's dining room table. So there's all the models where they take the pictures with the action figures. So anyways, Key and Switch 1 through 5. Check it out if you're in the Charlotte or Wilmington, Matthews, Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach area. You can pick them up at the local comic book stores around there. So be sure to check out edified.com, facebook.com/edified.music, and be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more board game videos and the occasional special video like this here. So I always want to support independent producers of board games, comic books, toys, video games, whatever. The little guys come out with some really good stuff. So, plus these are my good friends. But be sure to check out Gaming on Board on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, read all the comic books and play all the games. Peace.